I'm Chef Mike Moses, and welcome to my kitchen. And welcome to the zucchini episode. Yeah, I know it's a big zucchini. You may have one of these in your garden. You may not. Friend may even give you one, say, here, have a zucchini. We're gonna turn this into something delicious. My zucchini loaf is coming up. If you like this video, please don't hesitate to hit the like button and of course that little bell notification. Want more? Well, now you can become a channel member by clicking on the join button. I've got a podcast now and you can get new episodes each week wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for Chef Mike Moses Mouthfeels and I'll put the link in the description. I'm here to help you cook better, eat healthier, and shop smarter. So let's get some healthy eating going with zucchini. Last year, my garden didn't do very well. I had 2 zucchini plants and I got nothing, not a thing. This year, however, after laying down a lot of compost, I had 5 zucchini plants and I got a lot of zucchini out of it. In fact, this is one of my smaller ones. For the zucchini bread, here's what we're going to need. First of all, the dry ingredients. We're going to need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of ground quality cinnamon, 1 cup of ground walnuts. Now this is optional. If you're allergic to nuts or you don't want to have walnuts in there, of course, you can eliminate it. And also 2 1/4 cups of white sugar. For the wet ingredients, we're going to need 1 cup of vegetable oil, 3 teaspoons of quality vanilla extract, 3 eggs, and 2 cups of grated zucchini. So let's get the zucchini peeled and grated, and then we'll put this thing together. All right, so from experience, I can tell you that this is about 2 cups of zucchini. And we'll just peel this puppy down, and you don't want to take off, you just want to get under the skin till all the green's gone. I like to peel it with my carrot peeler or my potato peeler or whatever peeler you want to call it. Be careful too, because it gets slippery. A lot of water in this zucchini. Take off the top. This stuff goes in the compost. And there are some seeds in here, so we'll want to take out the seeds. I'll just cut it in half. As you can see, there's not many seeds, but there's enough there to get a spoon. And the easiest way to do this, take your spoon and just run it like that. So your spoon into the soft, just pull it back. And all the seeds will come out one way or another, and this can go into your compost. Now it's time to grate the zucchini. Why do it by hand when you can use a tool, right? So I'll get the food processor out. Just make sure that I've got the right side that's going to do the grating. Top, if you have one of these multi-purpose graters, don't do like I did. It comes with 2 tops. One looks like this, something on the bottom. And the other one, of course, has nothing on the bottom. Don't get them mixed up when you're using the top grater. All right, I'll cut these in half just to make them easier to put in. And we'll start our shredding. Let's see how much I've got. I should have 2 cups. So, you'll notice it's very nicely shredded. Actually, I bet I've got more than 2 cups. Haha. Pack it down. And that is 2 cups of shredded zucchini. Okay, my 2 cups of zucchini, that is considered wet. So let's mix our dry ingredients. Very important, everything needs to be sifted. So we're going to sift our flour. The way I do that Give it a nice sift. A little bang. Now the sugar. And that's why you sift. I have some leftover pieces. Let's add our cinnamon. And our baking soda. And baking powder. And our salt. Just give your... There, everything has been sifted. And now we'll just give it a mix. Mix it up, and mix it up really good, because you want your baking soda and baking powder to touch so they can interact with each other when we go to the heat. That's our dry ingredients taken care of. We need 3 eggs. And no eggshells. That's a good thing. Add your 3 teaspoons of vanilla. And we'll add 1 cup of vegetable oil. Any kind will work. You can use real vegetable oil, canola oil, corn oil, as long as it's vegetable oil. There's 1 cup of oil. We'll mix this all around. Get it started anyhow. I want my eggs to almost make a, it looks like a hollandaise, but it's eggs and oil and, oh, vanilla right now. It smells so good. Then we're going to add the zucchini, 2 cups of grated zucchini, and just move that around so that the eggs and everything gets incorporated. All right, so we've got the dry, we've got the wet, we've got the nuts. They're gonna go in near the end. The only thing I have to do now is prepare my pans. So I'm gonna move that out of the way, get my 2 pans. And these are 2 4x8, just regular loaf pans. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 325 degrees on bake. I'm not gonna go convection, just gonna go bake. Now, these pans need to be greased and floured. The easiest way to do that is to get yourself a rubber glove, a little bit of shortening. As you can see here, a stick. And what I do is I put some in each pan, and then just start massaging the pan. Make sure you get everywhere. You want to get the sides, the top. It does stick a little because of the moisture, so you really want to get the corners. And some people think that if you grease it and it just has a nice sheen on it, it looks good. That's usually not enough, because your loaf will stick. Because of the water, it tends to get through there. So we have a nice greasing on this one. Make sure I got my corners. I learned the other day I need my corners. That one's greased. Let's do the next pan, same thing. Okay, so these 2 pans are greased. Now for the fun part, we need to put some flour in them. Grab my flour. Yeah, just a little bit. And I want to lightly dust everything. As you can see, I'm just going to make sure this flour, shake it around. Dump the excess into the next pan. Nice floured pan. We'll do the same for this one. Our pans are ready to go. So let's not mess around anymore. Let's get this puppy started. I'll put my pans aside. A nice trick when cleaning up flour, dampen your cloth a little. It grabs everything. Look at that. Just like it never happened. That's why I'm not a baker. I'm a messy baker. Okay, so we have our dry ingredients here. I'm going to add my walnuts. I'm going to give that a nice mix in. And now we'll add the wet ingredients. All the zucchini and the eggs. every last bit of it. And then I'll just slowly start incorporating all this together. The zucchini, if you're saying it looks a little dry, as I keep going, it'll get water, but there's a lot of water in the zucchini. And that's what gives the bread its moisture. Or the loaf, I guess. Now you could call it zucchini bread. I mean, we do make banana bread, don't we? We've got our pans, floured pans. Here comes the fun part. I have to divide this by 50% in each pan. I don't know if I can or not. That looks like 50%. Okay, that's one pan, and we'll do the next one. Now I'll just make sure that I've got it laid out properly. Make it flat. Give each one a good little bang. Just get any air bubbles out. These are going in the oven, 325, probably 50 minutes to 70 minutes, depending upon when we test it to see if it's done. Anyhow, I'll be back. We'll see what we have. The zucchini loaf has been in the oven for about 65 minutes. Now we need to test it to see how close we are to being done. I take a wooden stick, poke it in the middle, and it comes out and it's still a little wet. If that's the case, then you're not done. You got to go back in. We'll put it back in for about 15 minutes. Okay, the zucchini loaf is fresh out of the oven. It's actually took about 75 minutes for it to get to the point that I'm happy and satisfied. So, dry stick, dry, and dry. Perfect. Got to check a little closer. So these are now going to cool down, and I'll get ready to let it cool down for about an hour, and then we'll pop them out. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering what to do in that 65, 75 minutes, clean up, do the dishes. Hate to leave a mess after I'm done. Okay, I think our bread's cooled down enough to take it out and put it on the cooling rack. Let's see, did I grease it well? Oh, I did. Look at that loaf. That's one. Keep my fingers crossed. And there's two. Oh, two beautiful zucchini loaves. I'll let those cool down a little bit more and then make a cup of tea and have some zucchini loaf. I hope you try this recipe. If you do, leave me a comment and enjoy. For more information on this recipe and more, head over to my website, www.chefmikemoses.com. You'll find I have a blog running there with the recipes that you can print off. I hope you enjoy this. I'm here to help you cook better, shop smarter, and eat healthier.